Hello and welcome to another video by reitspro.com, a channel where we give you lots and lots of insights on REITs and InvITs in India. And I am Gaurav Jain and I'm an author and a trainer. And you can get a copy of my books here online as well as when you visit our website. So today we will talk about the 5 tax FAQs on REITs and InvITs. But before I go on, I request you to please subscribe and press the bell icon, and that gives us encouragement to make many more such videos for you. So the disclaimer, we would start with a small disclaimer that we are not tax advisors and this video is not a professional opinion. So please consider it as an educative video only. Now, the 5 FAQs on REIT taxation that we'll talk about is, the first one is the financial year confusion. When your distributions are received in May, then what will be they qualified as? Are they previous year or would it be for this year? The second part is the capital repayment taxation, which a lot of people are confused about. The third is the Form 26AS, the REIT advice that the REIT gives you, and the 64B forms, how they are different and what they do. And fourthly, how to fill the tax return step by step. And fifthly, the budget changes for REITs and InvITs, which just happened on 23rd of July 2024. So we'll go on with these 5 FAQs, starting with the first one, the financial year confusion. The distribution is received in May this year, for example, but it pertains to the last quarter. Let me just show you how it happens. So in case of an embassy REIT, you'd say that the period is January 24 to March 24, and the record date is 6th May. So you'd receive the dividend somewhere in May 24. In case of Indigrid also, it's 30th May, but the period is for January to March 24. Now, there is more confusion because the distribution advice that the REIT gives you has something like this. So it has the 4th year of 23-24, and it says that the record date is 30th May 24. So how does one sort this out? So the solution here is that one has to understand the REIT or InvIT instrument could change hands between April to May. Now, what will happen to the dividend? It just equate this to the dividend of normal companies. In a normal company also, a normal corporation also, the equity stocks, the record date is conclusive and not the period for which it is paid. So if you just taken an equity stock today, but it pertains to the previous financial year and the dividend is paid today, the record date is today, you would book it today. And the same goes with REIT and InvIT instruments also. The second FAQ we have is about capital repayment. How is the taxation there? So obviously, Indian tax laws are a little complex to understand. So we'll go through that one by one also. So the capital repayment is one of the components out of the total distribution. So if you have, for example, an interest component, the repayment of debt and dividend and so on, and there is one more column a lot of times, this is other income. So how does one treat this part as far as the taxation is concerned? So for this, one should refer to a file which is there on the pginvit.in website FAQs, and you could download this file from this website. And if I were to tell you the theory part first, and then I would tell you the practical part. The theory part is a little complex and I would just skip it and just mention it. The practical part is what most people would be interested in. So the theoretical part is that the repayment of debt can be considered a specified sum. And then it also, the document specifies what a specified sum is. And then it also says that it can be deemed to zero if it is A minus B minus C and so on. So this is all cause of a lot more confusion. As far as the practical aspect is concerned, it does not fall in the taxable category for REITs and InvITs as of now, on all the REITs and InvITs in the market that are there. And no tax on this portion is applicable for quite some time if we go by the formula which was just outlined in this document. The third FAQ happens to be regarding the various forms. So you, in case of taxation, you have a Form 26AS, the REIT advice, that means the advice that REIT gives you after it credits the distribution in your name. And the third one is this Form 64B. Now, what are these? The Form 26AS, we all know, is about the TDS, but you also get something that is a payment advice from REITs. And it does have a little confusion taxation purpose, but you should use this only for tallying your total payment. So for example, this is the kind of snapshot for advice that a REIT and InvIT would give you. It'll give you the advice with particulars as on columns and below. The second thing is the form 26AS. There are only taxable elements. Now, this can be used as a reference to recheck accuracy while filing. So all the taxable elements, have you taken them or not? So you can just double check with the form 26AS. And the third is the most important, which is the form 64B. This is the choice. The thing, what you need to do is understand that the 64B is the conclusive proof as far as your return filing is concerned. This is how a form 64B looks like. And this is the conclusive document for tax purposes. Please use this document for making your tax filing clear. And all REITs and InvITs have sent it already to your mail. Otherwise, do write in to them individually on their compliance email IDs, which are given on their respective websites. So this sums up the three forms that one generally asks about when it comes to REIT and InvIT distributions and how to file the tax. The fourth problem that a lot of us face is probably how to file the tax returns. Because if you're filing yourself, then it's a problem. And even if you go to a professional, sometimes it is new to your professional. So one idea is you need to understand that it's a pass-through income and it has to be done in the relevant part of the form. Your tax advisor would tell you that. And the section heads, how to tabulate and how to move inside the taxation forms is what you can be confused about. So for that, we can give you a small guide here. But first, let me just reiterate again that it's best to consult a tax advisor. But as a guide only, you can use our resources of REIT Taxation Guide. So if you go to our website, reitspro.com, under the resource section, there's a free download section. Of course, there's a WhatsApp group also. One of the members has contributed to this document. So you can go to the free download section and download a lot more documents on REITs and InvITs in India. The fifth part is the REIT taxation, which the budget this year has announced on 23rd July 2024. So we'll summarize that as well here. So if you see this snapshot, the source is the Mint website, and REITs and InvITs are taxed this way now. So you can pause here and see how they are taxed along with the other listed assets. But to explain in a clearer way, the short term and long term have both been brought at par with normal equity stock. Now we have short term, which is less than 12 months, and now it is going to be taxed at 20%. All short term gains in equities were taxed at 15% and have now become 20%. This is the same case with REITs and InvITs. Also, the holding period has changed from 36 months to 12 months to determine whether it is short term and long term. And long term, more than 12 months, would be taxed at 12.5%. It seems that the REIT and InvIT, if sold after this date, the date of the budget, would be qualified as such. However, the fine print is yet to be received, and we can assume that this is there as of now only. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, do write into us and do like and subscribe to our videos. Thank you.